My story is old, almost 11 years. Where do I start? My high school girlfriend was the love of my life. I was with her for 16 years. Towards the end she was always busy, no time for me, staying late at work, and me, I was young, quit schooling because she got pregnant and we need money. I got a job as a general manager at a restaurant, and all while she went to college to be a veterinarian. I made sure we had a house, cars, food, shelter. I had previously just worked at this job as young guy. It was never going to be my career, I thought, until the pregnancy. I had worked there almost since I was 17. It was like my second or third job anyway. They always offered me a GM spot. That's how I got the job. So, I was basically there for 13 years anyway. I decided not to go to college because I had to man up and take care of business. Well, like I said, I worked my butt off, as I mostly had only 16 years olds as my employees, calling in every other day, blah blah blah. I worked 6-10 p.m. more time than I'm proud of, but I wasn't going to lose this job no matter the cost. I thought, well, it cost me everything: my wife, my kid, my house, and me. I always suspected something, but she was smart, way smarter than me. I know I was getting off. I'd call my wife, she ignored me, then text, working late, or I'm going to stay at my mom's tonight. So I had been totally faithful to her, passed on many attempts of girls liking me, and I started doing to her what she was doing. I just told her I'm too tired to drive home, going to stay close to work. It was in the next town over. My best friend lived here, so it was a drive. Well, one time my gut told me to go home even after I told her I wasn't coming. I wanted to surprise her. Well, I get there's no cars in the driveway. All the doors are locked, like deadbolt locked. We only had door keys. After knocking, I see someone moving around through the window. Do I basically kick the back door, and there a random guy picking things up. Ask him who he is, blah blah. We start fighting. He hits me with a lamp over and over. I back up into the kitchen, basically grab the first thing I see. It was a small paring knife. I stab him 4-7 times. It's all a blur. He yells he stabbed me. She comes from out of closet to stop me. He runs out the house to gas station, calls the police or ambulance. I'm talking with her, telling her to get out of my house. I'm taking our son. I have the better job at the moment. She was just a vet tech part-time. I knew I was going to take everything from her. This was my biggest mistake, was to tell her what I was going to do before it was done. Well, cops come, said someone was stabbed here. She said, yeah, he broke in my house and stabbed my BF, making me look like a crazy motherfucker. I had never been in trouble once. I'm not mean or violent. I felt this guy was robbing her house and he backed me into a corner. I did what I did. She totally flipped the story on me. Cops arrested me. I was in county for almost 11 months for assault, attempted murder, felony assault with a deadly weapon. So many charges. First time ever getting in trouble. Mind you, I lost my job I worked so hard at. I was so close to being a distraction manager during this time in jail. She took me to court for full custody of our son, even told the judge he wasn't mine. Sold our house. Me working every day, was too busy to go sign the mortgage lease with her. I let her go and sign it by herself. Lol, yeah, I was young. Fell into deep depression for almost 10 years. Barely could get out of bed. I'm starting to try to get on my feet now. Basically, there's so much I've left out. This is something I need to vent out, get it off my mind. I'm sorry if it's not worded right or bad spelling. I have not dated anyone since she got married almost 2 months after all this, my sister told me. I don't know if this is the place to post. I hope so. I'm almost 42 in December on the 19th, but I feel like I'm not 40 because 10 years. I have done nothing but sleep, so much sleep.